Let's listen to something different. Oy! What's going on, chat? All right, there has been an update, so we need to find out what that is. All right, while we wait, let's look at the patch notes. A second. So let's see here. This is today's patch notes. So added the option to adjust DLSS and FRSR during session. Resolved an issue which could cause voice chat to result in client crashes. Added platform-specific icons on the redeployment terminal screen. Cool. All right, yesterday's patch notes lobby added a text field option to the post-match rating when you give a negative rating. So y'all can give us your feedback to help us improve the game. Revamp game mode selection screen. Combat zone can now be selected through game mode selection screen to enter weapons or cyber limb ranges. Change region is now the bottom right of the screen. Added estimated matchmaking timer and tournaments tab to the game. Fixed an issue where DLSS motion boost disappeared from settings after getting into a gun range. Fixed an issue where icons of equipped items and slots on appearance screens were absent. Fixed an issue where the clan tag text field is not selectable with mouse and keyboard, and the virtual keyboard is not evoked when pressing a hotkey in the field of the gamepad. Fixed an issue where the video settings would sometimes reset. Fixed an issue where squads sometimes were not disbanding when a player enters combat zones from the loadouts tab. Performance, general stability, and performance improvements were made for both client and server. I will say there has been a vast improvement on performance and optimization. Like I'm like skyrocketing on frames, so that has been a huge improvement. Matchmaking timed out players kicked them from the game after 30 seconds and getting backfilled by new players. Weapons optimized, design of light armor packets. Cyber limbs change Roadrunner's cooldown from 25 to 30 seconds. The trail now also affects enemies. Paralyzer's pulse debuff will no longer disable the jetpack. Wait a minute. Let's read that again. Changed the Roadrunner's cooldown from 25 to 30 seconds. Okay, fine. The trail now also affects enemies. So I don't know if you know this, but if I'm running, right, and my teammate gets behind me, they can basically piggyback onto my abilities and use my Roadrunners, and they don't necessarily have to have Roadrunners. Cool. It was also like, that's great. But then one of the things that it's saying now is now the enemies can do that too. So if you're running and an enemy gets on your trail, my assumption is they're going to be able to piggyback off of your Roadrunners as well, which is, I don't know what that's going to do, but it's definitely going to make it harder to get away from the enemy if the whole point of having the Roadrunner is to obviously outmaneuver your enemy. If they have the ability to piggyback on yours, maybe a game changer, guys. I don't know. Items changed how grid shield backpack health is reduced. Damage received now factor instead of having a pool of health added per backpack. Reduced grid shield backpack health to 150. All right, so yeah, so the grid shield was, if you put that backpack on, it gave you a little bit of extra power, plating ability, I guess, when you're in gunfight. So it was pretty good to help you, obviously have more power against your enemy if they don't have one. Fixed an issue where players using a redeployment backpack under certain conditions allowed them to appear alive in the UI, your user interface, while dead. Various fixtures remove teammate highlight when it's visible, address several issues with keybinds on PlayStation 5, increased grid damage, rewards for hex extractions will now be given to all squad members. Cool. Fixed an issue where the character did not unholster sidearm if they drop both main weapons. Fixed an issue where the mouse cursor is not locked in the title window when the selection wheel is opened. All right, we're not going to go into the other patch notes; those are further on. But the last 2 days, they've made some vast improvements to the game, which are awesome. I think they probably did that, to prepare for the tournament, which was yesterday, and that was awesome too. Congratulations to Iceman Isaac, Aiden, and Skullface. Those guys dominated. There were other winners, obviously, but they had won, I think, 4 out of all the tournaments, which they won each were close to $86,000, I want to say, which is unbelievable per player. They won. I mean, that's some good money for playing video games, let me tell you. So back in the day, you used to be like, don't play video games, you'll never make money. I was one of those. I said that to my kid. And now look, these kids are making tremendous amounts of money. I will say, and I say kids, they're adults. Iceman Isaac has put a lot of time, energy, and effort with his team practicing. So I've been watching all their practices. And I can tell you they really prepared for that tournament. So that being said, let's get some games in. Welcome. All right, so I've got to get TikTok up and running so I can at least see the people in there. I'll be right back. Had to get some water. All right. Are we streaming on TikTok? Is it running? It says reconnecting. Hopefully it is. It says go live. It should be already going live. If there's a way to, it says reconnect, so we may have to. I hate starting this back up. TikTok's so finicky.
With our journalist crew stationed close to an American clandestine base, now confirming that they did in fact witness troops with what appeared to be robotic limbs. These reports confirming
I don't want it on this screen.
Deployment in the field. The Pentagon has denied all reports of US soldiers having undergone surgical procedures to augment them in ways that give the US an advantage in an ever-changing battlefield. More on this soon. As controversial footage begins
oh my God, what's it doing?
Experts are in agreement that the American forces we are witnessing might be part of the top secret US military's research and development program into robotic limb augmentation. Our embedded journalist was asked to delete the files off his camera, and it was only a handful of footage that made it back to us here in London.
Welcome to pre-match. I don't care if you got a case of the clap from a whore down at the docks. You will learn how to handle these damn cyber limbs before the match.
Let's see here. Go live, maybe. Off the grid.
Teammate eliminated by enemy. Danger. Leaving the battle zone will result in summary execution.
Let's see here.
Self-damage has resulted in fatality.
I've never really been the one who's worried. Always been the one who's keeping it cool.
I wonder if it generates. Does it generate a new key each time? All right, so yeah.